Bern Steakhouse is a place where people celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, and every milestone in between. But this year, it has a special celebration of its own, its 70th anniversary. In this week's Great Day Dining, we are taking you inside the iconic restaurant to get a small taste of this truly incredible experience. The dining experience here at Bern's is really unlike any other. Nate Wilson is the director of Spirits, and it has so much history. Could you kind of walk us through that?
Absolutely. Bern started in 1956. At that time, it was a strip mall with a five-a-dime liquor store, dry cleaners, barber shop, and Bern just kind of gradually acquired those and it kind of expanded to what we have here today.
And we're in the bar area, which is newly renovated.
About 3 years in, I think, now. And basically, we just took it to the last nail and started all over and kind of flip-flopped it on everybody.
And then the dining room and the dessert room and the wine cellar, there's just such an experience. It's not just about coming to dinner. What do you think it is about Bern's? Because so many people will say, where should I go in Tampa? And this is the name that comes up.
Well, we're iconic. You can get lost here, honestly. It's an experience in itself. It's where you take somebody when they're coming to town and you're trying to impress them.
And then we can't not talk about the food.
Absolutely.
It's incredible. What do we have here at the table?
We have our classic shrimp cocktail. We have our Okinawa sweet potato, which has our macadamia nut butter and candied ginger. Mm. Yes.
Yes.
Mashed potatoes, asparagus, and then, of course, what we're known for our steaks. This is our ribeye with a side of greens.
Yeah, you are known for that. If people want a really good steak, they come here.
Absolutely.
And it's a huge year. It's the 70th anniversary.
Yes, yes. And we're working on some very special projects for that. I know on my end, we're working on a whiskey blend with rare character. And I can't give it away. The label's going to be a surprise. And it's something that we've never done with a label before. So I'm excited with that. And then we are working on a blend, a cognac blend. Very excited to be here for the 70th anniversary.
All right, we had mentioned the wine cellar a couple of times.
Right.
So we're about to go take a tour there.
Okay.
And we can take our wine glasses when we go.
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
We have made our way down to the wine cellar. Brad Dixon is the senior sommelier here at Bern's. Thanks for doing this with us.
Problem.
You have to take the wine tour when you come to Bern's.
It's one of the most important parts, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Close to 4,000 square foot down here. We have roughly 60, 70,000 bottles. I'm not quite sure how much we have down here. But the warehouse across the street has 500,000 plus.
Oh, so it has more.
Yeah. I should point out the rare room behind us is all our rarest and oldest bottles, hence the plastic wraps on some of them. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, look, just random 1961 Bordeaux just laying around. You won't see that in too many places.
What are we going to learn when we're taking this tour?
Well, you're going to learn this is certainly the largest restaurant collection in the world, one of the largest wine collections in the world. It's almost a 70-year commitment by the Laxer family, started by our founder, Bern, and his son, David, has continued the tradition, if you will, of collecting greatest wines in the world. I think the coolest thing about this cellar is that Bern treated every wine like it was a Grand Cru Burgundy or a first growth Bordeaux. And when you come down here, you feel the temperature. I mean, It's cold down here. It's about 55 degrees here. And what that does is it slows the aging process down on our oldest wines. And we still have wines going back. I know that we do have some Madeiras and ports going back to the 1820s still.
It's got to be really cool for you too to take people through this tour and to allow them to experience what has been, this collection.
I mean, this is the coolest part of this restaurant. This is such an amazing restaurant.
It is.
And I think this is the heart right here. This to be able to come here and find wines that you can't find in any place. I mean, people come from around the world, literally. People that have great wine collections of their own, they come here to find things specifically that they can't find other places. So that's what makes it exciting.
You cannot leave Bern's without visiting the dessert room. Hannah Thomas is the pastry chef. Thanks for sitting down with us.
Of course, thanks for coming by.
It's such a special place to have here. Tell us a little bit about the dessert room.
So our dessert room, if you have a reservation at Bern's, you can come up for dessert, and you can even make reservations for dessert only from 6 to 6:45. It started with Bern and Gert traveling, looking for wine, and they met Harry Waugh. After their dinner, they went to a separate room to have cheese and wine, and and they love the idea of going to a separate room for dessert. And then 7 years later, the dessert room was created.
And it's a beautiful space. It's separate from the dining room. You go upstairs and you have these beautiful booths and all of that. So the
Yeah, the
experience
private
of it.
booths are made from restored wine casks, so that's super cool. And then you have the phones in there that you can listen to the piano player or listen to any. There's little buttons you can select music on or just listen to the piano and request songs from him.
Yeah, so the experience is great, but it's really the dessert that we're here for. So these two specifically are your creations.
Yes.
What was the inspiration behind this?
Right, that's our limoncello icebox pie.
I'm gonna try it as you describe.
Okay, it's a graham cracker cake and a limoncello curd with a little mascarpone whipped cream on top. This is our Dutch apple pie. It's been on the menu for about a year. It has the Granny Smith apples in it with the brown sugar caramel inside, and it has a crumble on top with caramel ice cream served with caramel sauce. So
It's
that's
wonderful.
a fun classic pie.
Yes, it's so good. And then this is something that will never come off the menu.
This will never come off the menu. This is our macadamia nut sundae. Bern worked with a food scientist to create this recipe. They tried multiple recipes. They worked on it for 7 years. So it's our macadamia nut ice cream, whipped cream, hot fudge, a house-made waffle bowl, and toasted macadamia nuts. There's nowhere else you can get this.
Well, thanks for spending some time with us.
Thank you for coming.
Such an awesome experience. If you want to make a reservation for a special occasion or maybe just a fabulous night out, go to bernsteakhouse.com.